What's up, guys? So I'd like to talk about the Resident Evil 7 shirt that was handed out at E3. Now, the developers have said that there are hints of the main game that lies within this shirt in particular. So I want to analyze the shirt, but before we start zooming in, I want to talk about the entire image as one set. So when I first look at this image, the first thing I notice is the mouth and the nose. This is obviously a face, but the top of the person's head had just exploded. Now, I don't think it's more physical, but I believe that this entire photo is more mental, what's going inside of a person's head. Maybe the person just cannot believe or make sense of what they are going through or what they've seen, and their mind is just exploding. I believe that this is showing that they're confused, that they're deranged, that something not good or normal is happening. Or this can represent the mind of a deranged person, or a person who's crazy, a person who's filled with hate. Just a lot of negative impulses from this picture as a whole. But anyways, let's begin zooming in and analyzing some things in particular. So the first thing I want to talk about is the left side. I'm going to zoom in here for you guys so you know what I'm talking about. This circular object, I think it kind of represents a clock. That's what I get by looking at it. I'm not exactly sure. I can be wrong. If I'm wrong about any of this stuff, guys, let me know your interpretations. But to me, I think this looks more of a clock. I think this kind of supports that time will play a huge role in Resident Evil 7, that time would, past and present somehow intertwining with one another. Also, if this is a clock, the time will be 6:30. Now, if it is 6:30, that's kind of understandable if the time period of Resident Evil 7 happens in the evening going to nighttime. That's what I got from the trailer. So it's pretty interesting. I feel that's time will play a huge role, and this is pretty much saying that as well. Anyways, moving on, I like to go to the bottom right hand side of this picture. Now here it kind of doesn't look like much, but let me flip this image around for you guys to see why I'm bringing this part up. Now here, flipping it upside down, it's revealed that an axe actually shows up. Now, I know you guys are probably sick of axes in Resident Evil 7. However, now that we're seeing it here, axes are probably confirmed to be in the main game as well, which is pretty cool. Maybe the axe in the main game will actually have a purpose. But you know what? It's pretty cool that they're actually showing some weapons that were in the teaser in the shirt. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the top part of the shirt. Here we can clearly see that this is a mansion in a forest. We see a building-like structure we can assume is going to be the building we will be in the main game. And on the top of it, there are a lot of trees. But on the very middle top of this photo, I like to zoom in for you guys. Now, I noticed some objects here. Now, I notice a rake. I notice a hook. I notice a hoe, and I notice what seems to be bolt cutters all mixed together, all tangled up it seems, and these are all common tools for farmers. I'm not saying that this has a connection to the teaser, but between the axe and all these tools, it really seems that these can be used as weapons, but they're also things farmers use, which I think is pretty cool. I'd also like to focus on the far left side. I'm zoomed in here already, but it seems like there might be a town on the left hand side. I'm not sure. These do look like skyscrapers and little buildings on the left side of the skyscraper. Also on top, that seems to be a necklace hanging from a tree. Again, tell me what you guys think about this particular image. I can't be wrong about this, but to me it looks like a town. Maybe after escaping the house, we can enter into a town. Maybe just because we escaped the house doesn't mean the game is over. Which, again, is pretty cool stuff. I like the fact that there's so much information in these shirts. But let's move on to the next one. Okay, so on the right-hand side of the mouth, we see... Okay, I'm going to go on a limb here. I can be wrong, and if I am, let me know. But this seems to be a fetus growing. It's really weird. It looks like some type of child, a small baby, if anything. I'm going to slightly tilt it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It seems this small baby has its head to its knees in a crouching position similar to fetuses. It's really, really awkward. I don't know. I don't know what to really make of this, guys. It looks like a small child, a baby, a fetus. Again, it's kind of similar to PT, how PT had a fetus in the sink, but I don't think this has any connection to PT. But it's really weird. Why would this thing be included in this photo? But let me know what you guys think. Okay, here I believe this is either a submachine gun weapon or maybe a scythe. Similar to something a Death Reaper would use, a type of scythe, very good for cutting, very good range. Weapons will be in Resident Evil 7, and this can probably be one of the weapons we can use. Okay, so for this one, it's kind of a stretch, but if you're gonna look at the left and the right cheek a little bit lower, you can see something that looks like wings, I guess you can say, which is pretty weird considering that wings are attached to a head, maybe symbolizing an angel of some sorts. I don't know, guys. I'm just speculating so much here, but it looks like wings. What do you guys think about this thing? Why would they include something that has this type of wing-like shape? Okay, so this is also on the left hand side of the screen, but I did flip the image, and by flipping it, it kind of looks like it makes a little bit more sense now. We see this circle clear object that when I look at it, it looks like there's an eye in the middle. Again, I don't know exactly what this is. I'm sorry, I just cannot figure it out. So I actually ended the video on the last note, but while editing the video, I actually did see this image that you're looking at right now. It's a hand that appears on the right side of the screen that I completely missed. I'm going to rotate it and zoom in on it so you guys can see it, and it's really cool. It looks like a hand is coming up from the ground, maybe implying zombies might be in the game. I don't know. That's pretty cool if it is. What's up, guys? So I'm back again for a second time. While editing this, I did notice something else on the top right hand side. Now here it seems as if a fly or some sort of insect with wings flew into what it seems to be a spider web. You're looking at it at your screen right now. Am I imagining this? Is this an actual fly with wings getting caught into a web? Is this confirming that, I don't know, insects will be some type of enemy in the game as well? I'm not sure. Maybe it's symbolism. Maybe it's symbolism as if you're caught in a trap and you can't get out no matter how hard you struggle. It's pretty dark stuff, but again, it's also very interesting. Are we trapped in the house? Is the web supposed to be symbolism for the house? Are we the fly in this situation? Let me know what you guys think about this as well. And hopefully I won't be back in the middle of editing and notice something else. But anyway, guys, that's all I can really get from this. My final thoughts is probably this all represents a tree as well. And on the bottom of the mouth near the chin, you can see the roots coming up. I don't know. There's so many ways to interpret this. So many things switched upside down. We have weapons here. We have story hints. We have a fucking fetus. But anyways, my final thoughts on this. There are a lot of stuff in this thing. Some things I probably missed. I encourage you guys to go and look at this stuff yourself, analyze it as well. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything? Am I interpreting things wrong? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.